Hello and welcome to day 16 of my 7-week challenge to film a video every day. Today I am going to talk about a couple things that I have learned in watching these videos. As I explained, one of the main reasons for doing this was to help me not only get comfortable being filmed and speaking on camera, but just to help my speech as well. Just practicing speaking, trying to speak clearly, and getting some feedback from myself even in being able to watch myself and how I am doing and certain habits that I may or may not be aware of. Now, I did want to just give a disclaimer and explain that unlike an actual presentation or a prepared speech, these videos are not prepared. I kind of know what I'm gonna say. I just have a general topic sometimes. And for example, one thing I did have when I was talking about why I stayed at my job so long, I did make just a point form list so that I didn't forget anything. But for the most part, it's not a speech that has been written out or prepared or rehearsed, except for when I have technical difficulties and am forced to redo it, not by choice. So today, for example, this is actually my second time recording this because one thing that I learned that isn't necessarily about my speech is that I should put my phone on Do Not Disturb while I am recording the videos, because I got a phone call from the Canadian Blood Services while I was filming and it just cut right into the video. The video stopped recording. So note to self, because that was kind of annoying. I was doing great, but aside from that, something that I have really been noticing in almost every video, I think, is that I do have a habit of doing that. I'm not really sure why. It's not something I was aware of before, for sure, but it is certainly something that has come to my attention now. So I do have to apologize because it is very annoying and I cringe every time I hear it. So that is something I am going to consciously try to be aware of and avoid. Now, I guess sometimes too, when you're talking literally, you could have saliva buildup, so I'm guessing it's something to do with that. But the good news is, as far as I know, it's not a habit that I normally have if I'm actually giving a speech, because in Toastmasters, anytime you give a speech, whether it is a longer prepared speech or even table topics, which is 1.5 to 2 minutes, you always receive an evaluation with feedback of strengths and weaknesses, and that's not something that has ever been brought up to me. So as far as I know, at least that is not a habit when I'm actually doing a prepared speech or speech in front of people, but it's something that I am certainly noticing is becoming very consistent in these videos and is driving me a bit bonkers. So I'm going to just really be conscious of that, because maybe it did happen and maybe that's how I talk often, and that's not something I want to do because I don't like it, and I'm guessing people who hear it don't like it either. So that's what I wanted to say today. That's just some me sharing my own personal evaluation of myself and my feedback. And that's why these videos are important. Oh, I just did it. Did you hear that? Yeah, and that's the thing. It's going to be tricky because I don't feel it coming. I'm not doing it on purpose. So it's going to be an interesting thing to try to eliminate if I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. But at the same time, it's like any crutch word or things like that. You don't plan to do it, but the more you become aware of it, it is possible, absolutely, to change your behaviors. I've also noticed I'm saying like more than I would like to. It did count there, but yeah, so those are my main things that I'm going to try to work on now. But again, this is not meant to be a professional prepared speech by any means. It's just a way to practice and literally just practice speaking, because I'm pretty much home every day. I don't leave the house much, and often my husband is out of town. So there could be days that I could go where I'm not talking to anyone. So just in general, I think it's good to keep myself speaking, because I I probably, if nothing else, if I don't go out and my husband's not home, I probably sing out loud. So I'm probably still speaking in some point because I generally have been known to be constantly singing whatever song happens to be in my head at any given moment. But speaking is different. So I want to be able to still try to form sentences. And I also notice that I am pausing a lot because I am processing while I'm thinking of what to say because it's not a prepared speech. So overall, I think I'm getting more comfortable. And I think that was the main thing to start with, was get more comfortable, and then I can really try to focus on areas of improvement and what my challenges are, what my setbacks are, and how to go from there. So I think it's a start, but I do apologize for the lip smacking or whatever it is that I have been doing. I am going to try my best to reduce and eliminate that. And that's really the best I can do, because what's most important to me isn't how I am throughout, it's journey. But I would like to see by the last week some improvement. That's the main goal, is that I want the last week 7 videos and my speech quality to have improved from week 1. So I've still got a ways to go, but I am learning and I am doing my best. So thank you for watching. Have a great night.